Alright, welcome back to Momma Happy Wellness Center, the House of Clowns. Now actually last week we had a class on mothers, about taking care of mothers. And we actually started off by juggling, and we talked about how when you juggle sometimes in life, as you guys know, especially moms, sometimes you get a little too many things in the air and they start dropping, okay? And so that's like our body. Once your body does about 40,000 things a second, once it gets overwhelmed, there's a lot of things that gets forgotten. That's why we start having a lot of symptoms we do. So one of the things we talked about is some things that you can do to help yourself out. So in the class, we talked about getting 2 tennis balls. These are obviously tennis balls. They're 2 balls about that size. Putting them in a tube sock and tying it off really tight. Okay. Now with that there, you actually will lay on it, where you actually put it behind your ears and lay on it just like this. Okay, and you'll lay on it there just for about 5 minutes. Do that a couple times a day. Anytime you're feeling anxious, a really simple thing to do is to lay on that. It'll relax you, kind of allow your body to kind of calm down and relax. Real great little tool to do. If you leave the sock long enough, you can then use it as a weapon for your kid, but I wouldn't recommend that. But great little tool, simple thing to do. Okay, we talked about that as a simple thing, which kind of helped us calm down and help us sleep. So at night when you're trying to go to sleep and you're not able to use that, the other thing we talked about is using something as simple as a list. Instead of letting that thing go around in your head all the time, keep a pad of paper by your bed. Start writing those things down and say, hey look, it's right here, I'll take a look at it in the morning. If it's really that important, it'll be there in the morning, you can pick it up and start working on it. Okay? We thought those are a couple simple tools. The other thing we talked about are some nutrients that we'll tend to use with people. These are a few of them. Commonly we'll use a combination of what's called carbonation and formula 303. It's the things that I've had people use in the past to great success to help relax the mind and the body, to be able to help your body go to sleep and stay asleep throughout the night. Once in a while we'll also use what's called Total 5-HTP, which has a combination of melatonin and 5-hydroxytryptophan. That can be really helpful. If your mind has really got a lot of chatter, one thing that I'll have people have had good success with is something called Relax Max. So those are a few of the tools that you have besides the other techniques we talked about. We also talked about the importance of taking care of you. And we'll send a couple of emails out, or just some information attached to this if you'd like. One's what Cammie did. She talked about mom guilt and how wonderful that is, and how if you let it go around your head long enough, it'll get you close to that, what we call emotional cliff. I mean, and then we got to somehow talk our way back off that cliff. There's some really good idea that she came up on that to be able to use those. We'll send that email out. And once in a while, you know what? Let's be real, piece of chocolate. Just one of those things that just fixes some things. So Andrea, against her better judgment, allowed us to coax her into finding a way to make a chocolate that's good, still tastes like chocolate, but actually has a lot of really good things actually in it. So we're going to send that recipe to you. So these are some real simple tools that you can use to help yourself out, and also know if you're going to have some chocolate, here's a real simple recipe to make that. It's fun and easy to make with the kids, and use that. The last thing I want to bring back up is that Dr. Lovett talked about hormones, and she said, you know what, there are a lot of things that people live with that they don't have to. And if you think you're living with something you shouldn't, you know what, let's take a look at it. Let's figure out what's going on, find out how we can get you to where you actually feel like you're supposed to. You're not supposed to suffer. You're supposed to understand why your body has what it has going on, and then figure out what you can do about it. Many of us live with things when we really don't have to, because we've been told we have to. So let's look at some other options. Okay. Last thing, you know what? It's summer, time for a break. Pool parties next month, June 14th. It's at Mesquite Junior High, just down the street here. It's going to be a good time. Look forward to having you. So it's from 6:30 to 8:30. Come have some fun with us, and I'm sure you'll see some things that you'll want to enjoy. Talk to you later. Bye.